How do I start this video? So I've been living in Japan for almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years this coming July. And I haven't really had this experience of like total chaos in Japan, but that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about how crazy some of the shit has gotten while living here in Japan during this epidemic of the coronavirus. So right now, the news is going crazy with the coronavirus. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody knows it's out there, but I don't think people really know what it is. They just know it's a virus and it's a big deal because people are dying from it. But I feel like so much news is either fake or getting construed, or that people who are talking about it don't really know what they're talking about. But you know, I've seen doctors talk about it and they're like, nobody knows what they're talking about when it comes to the news. Like, people are talking about it on the news, but they don't have the right facts, or they're just making it seem like more of a bigger problem than it really is, when influenza is currently right now killing way more people than the coronavirus.
Press should not be reporting medical stories as though they know how to report it. The press needs to shut up.
So then you sit there and you go, well, what do I believe? It's all over the news. Governments are shutting down big events where people all come together. Disneyland here in Japan has closed down. Like, what do you believe? So I've done a little digging. I've tried to get a little research, so then this isn't all just me talking about something that I'm not well informed of. Globally, about 87,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. But if you compare that to influenza, it has over 1 billion confirmed cases. That's a big difference. Right now, it's 348 confirmed cases throughout the whole of Japan. That's all the way from the tippy top to Okinawa, you know. And there's only been about 6 people who have died from the virus that we know of. But in the United States, there's only 148 confirmed cases, but there's 12 deaths. But you think about the difference about the size of Japan versus the size of America, you know, that's a big difference. That's a lot more circumference of land, you know, that you have to go across. It's kind of a big thing. There are way more confirmed cases and deaths in China, where it actually really started this year's big corona explosion of the virus, which can be understandable because there was hundreds of thousands of people that went to that location where the outbreak was. I've never actually been afraid of any outbreak of any really disease. Like, we've gone through a whole bunch of them. There was SARS. There's my generation has seen so much. I remember being in university when influenza got really, really big and everybody was like, oh my God, kind of about it. But I've never been terrified to actually get sick. I could understand if I was older, you know, I'm more susceptible, I can't say that word. There's a higher chance of an older person getting it than if I'm young. And my current situation, I am a little nervous, especially with how much it's blown up on the TV and every day how often they talk about corona. If you do have corona, your symptoms are going to be fever, cough, shortness of breath, and if you develop any of these symptoms, you know, you're supposed to go to the doctor and get it checked out. There's a high chance, if you've been in a space or an area where someone with corona has been confirmed, you know, you want to be a little more cautious. And of course, hygiene is important during this time. It's important during any time of your life. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't put your fingers in your mouth like children do all day at school. Oh my God, it's gross. Just be aware of yourself and how you're taking care of yourself. I'm so blown away. We have people posting how to wash your hands, and people in Japan don't really wash their hands. When I first came to this country, I was so surprised that people would just kind of rinse their hands underneath the water, shake it off, wipe it on their hand towel
that they use all day,
and be done. And I was like, what about soap, people? Soap is really important. My mind gets blown so many times about how clean this country is, but at the same time how unclean I feel sometimes. But that's not the point. What I really want to talk about today is how the people are reacting to this virus in this country, because it's it's just, my mind is being blown every time I think about it. When the virus first was coming out, and it's influenza season as well, of course people were buying masks to wear, because in Japan and a few other Asian countries, that's the common thing to do. You wear it when you're sick, and you wear it to protect yourself from others when it's a big flu or sickness time, you know? But right now, these are totally gone. Like, you can't even buy these. Like, I even checked on Amazon, and you can buy them, but for like $100 for a pack like this. Isn't that ridiculous? Someone decided to spread fake news that toilet paper was going to be disappearing, or like any paper-like products like that was going to be disappearing because they were made in China, which isn't true. Toilet paper is made here in Japan, and it's not going to run out anytime soon. But people lost their shit. They ran to stores, they bought it all out. It's been sold out for a while. But recently I've started to see people with toilet paper again, so I think shipments are finally coming in is what it is. But other things are gone. Baby diapers are gone. Ladies' sanitary products are gone. There's rice. People are buying out rice because they're so afraid of this virus, and they're trying to prep for it, so they're buying like the weirdest things because they're just scared about what's gonna run out. This isn't our usual place. This is not where I thought we were going. But there's still stuff here, so not everybody's gone crazy. That's what gets me more nervous, I think, and more scared about what's gonna happen, is the way people are reacting to this virus. Everybody just keeps talking about, just make sure you keep your hands washed, and that you don't touch your face as often, and that you try to keep your hands away from your mouth, you know, and you keep yourself clean, and you just be aware of your environment. And then people are like, oh, I gotta go out and buy all the rice because it's gonna be gone. This is not a typhoon. This is not a big... There's no, like, big explosions going on in the world where we need to, like... It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I work at a childcare center right now, an international, essentially, daycare center. When one of the parents was like, I can't bring you this size diaper because they're all out, I was just like, wait, what? Diapers are gone? And then we checked, and yup, people have bought out all the diapers. And I really am more worried about the reaction of people. I have to ride the train to get to work every day, and I've been worried about that because, like, they're not well ventilated. A lot of buildings are not well ventilated in Japan as well, so that's another kind of scary thing that's helping with the spread of these viruses. But, like, it's the people on the train I'm more worried about. Right now, like, there's been a whole bunch of videos and, like, news releases about people fighting on the train because one person coughed and he didn't have a mask on. Well, one, how's he supposed to get a mask? They're all sold out. And two, if it could just be he was coughing. Like, people get colds yet still too, and like people just freak out. Like, I've seen like this old guy yelling at like this other guy, and he's just like, why aren't you wearing a mask? You shouldn't cough like that on a train and be like, and then they just it's like, it's so scary, the reactions of people. Once again, I was at work and I was with 3 other teachers, and we were bringing the kids back from going to the park. We were outside. We were walking.
We're outside walking the kids.
I had like 10 kids with me and 2 other teachers. And one was wearing a mask because she has hay fever. So she has allergies. So she feels more comfortable wearing a mask. And this old guy comes out of the store and he just yells super loud, "Wear a mask!" in Japanese. You know, I'm kind of a sassy girl. So underneath my breath, I was like, there are no masks, is pretty much what I said. And I don't know if he heard me, I don't know, whatever, but you know, it's just like, I'm also working and I'm with children. Why are you yelling at us? Like, I know you're being selfish and thinking only of yourself right now and protecting yourself, and like, but like, it was so weird. Like, at first I was like, oh, there are no masks, you know, and then like, I was more nervous and scared that he yelled at us. I was like, what's he gonna do? It was just a weird experience, and I got nervous after it because I was just like, why would you do that? Like, mind your own business. But I'm outside in air, big open air spaces. Like, you shouldn't be yelling at people. Like, whatever. And you know, not everybody's wearing a mask, and slowly people are stopping wearing masks. Yesterday I was trying to like keep an eye out. I was like, who's actually wearing a mask right now? A lot more people are not wearing masks than there was when everybody first started talking about corona. But recently we've had so many people saying, you don't need to wear a mask, only if you're feeling sick, please wear a mask, you know, kind of a thing. Doctors, I think, are worried that they're gonna run out of masks. Like, I am seriously more worried about the people than I am the virus at this point. Even with my current situation and my health, I'm more worried about what people are gonna do than what this virus that is a big deal but doesn't seem to be as big of a deal as influenza yet, that everybody's forgotten about. So what's the main point of the story? Wash your damn hands, people. Wash your damn hands and keep your shit clean is essentially what it comes down to. I hope that everybody's still doing okay. I hope people are surviving the flu season. I hope that people are you know, I just hope that people are enjoying their life and not letting this virus control them, because
Shit's gone crazy.
thanks guys for watching this video. I'm sorry it's kind of ranty. It has a little bit of facts in it. Not as many facts as I probably thought I was gonna have. But you know, I tried. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave me a message down below. Message me on Facebook, you know, leave me a comment. Do what you gotta do. I'm here. I'll respond. I'll listen. I love getting your guys' comments anyway, so feel free to even just be like, hello. You know, it's great. Anyway, love you guys. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay healthy. See you next time.